Hellmates. Get it? Hell. Oh. Today I have been so excited about this tutorial because she is my favorite princess. I'm doing the Snow White tutorial. Now, Snow White is a very popular Disney princess, a classic one, and one that even still today has a lot of remakes going on. And I figured what better way to start off my my segment of doing Disney inspired looks than starting off with Snow White, because I have dark hair, I have the pale skin, and she's probably like the only princess that I can actually pull off, you know, just in general. Anyway, because of all the remakes she's had, you know, in the classic Disney she had the nice red lips and the short hair. In shows like Once Upon a Time, like, you know, back when she was actually being Snow White, Mary Margaret, she had like really long hair, really thick, kind of like mine, just dark, but mine isn't as long as hers. And she had a nice natural look. And she still had that nice natural look, but with like maybe less intense eyes. So what I did is I kind of took a little bit of the classic Disney princess with the eyes. You know, she has very bold eyes, very kind, long lashes, and I took, you know, some of the newer remakes with a nice soft look, you know, focusing more on the eyes, less on the lips. And so that's what I did today. I hope you guys enjoy. And to start off with the look, we're going to begin with using some primer. I'm going to be using this primer from e.l.f. because it makes my face feel like a baby's silky bottom. Now that we have our face primered, we are going to be moving on to highlighting and concealing using this brush, using this highlighter and concealer from e.l.f. Now you're just going to blend this into your skin and try to eliminate like any red spots and dark spots on your skin. Now, since my acne is really bad on my chin, I'm going to go over it again, and then we're going to move on to the foundation routine. Now that you have your acne / dark spots covered up as best as possible, we're going to be moving on to our foundation. Since this is a Snow White look, we're going to go with a foundation, or at least a foundation powder, that is a tone lighter than your skin tone. It doesn't matter if you have dark skin or really white skin like me. It doesn't really matter, just as long as we can create a nice soft look. So for this, I'm going to be using my CoverGirl Clean Foundation. It is my skin tone. It blends in really well. So I'm just gonna get this going. I know that the lighting keeps changing because it's like 9 in the morning. I can't decide what the best lighting is. But you can really see that I have like a smooth base over my face with my foundation. Now we're gonna go over this with the powder. By the way, try to make sure this is as dry as possible. Now it's been a while since I've used this because it's hard to find. So I'm gonna be using my Maybelline Dream Matte Powder. For the next part, we are going to be highlighting. And here I have e.l.f.'s Baked Highlighter. And this is really nice for a nice Regal look. So we're just going to take these two fingers here, because you have to really use a heavy hand on this stuff, and it's just easier to use a couple fingers than a brush because it'll take forever. And so what you're going to be doing with this is you're going to be putting it on the highlights of your cheekbones. Because Snow White has like fuller cheeks, and she's, as we know, she has pale skin, she doesn't have much contouring with her cheekbones, but she does have some nice rosy cheeks. So what I'm going to do is, instead of using a bronzer of any sort, I'm just going to be using my CoverGirl blush set, and I'm going to be sticking more to these darker colors here, just to give it like a nice rosier look. Now what you're going to be doing for this is you're going to put it more on just above the hollows of your cheekbones. Alright, now if it's at all possible for you to tell, again, sorry about the bad lighting and the poor quality of this video, and all my videos, I do have some slight contouring going on. I stuck more to the darker shade, just because with my paler complexion, it stands out a little more, and that's what you really want. You want your blush to stand out a little bit more than you usually do. Now, since Snow White has black hair, I have dark brown hair, so I have dark brown eyebrows. I know it looks black, or it can pass for black, but just so we can get a bit of authenticity, I'm going to be using my regular eyebrow kit, which is also from e.l.f. Like, this is the darkest shade they had. It's like, these are shades. You're going to focus your darker part on the outer parts of your eyebrow, and the lighter part, more like right here. As of right now, my eyebrows are pretty defined, more so than they were before, but I'm just going to take it another step further by adding a small amount of black eyeshadow. So again, this is one of my favorite e.l.f. eyeshadow kits. I'm just going to be using this black eyeshadow right here, just to darken up my eyebrows a little bit. Also, when you're doing this step, maybe try to make your eyebrows a little bushier, because I've always seen Snow White with, bushier eyebrows, a little more. I don't know why. I think it's a pretty good look for her, and I've seen plenty of people give her that nice bushy eyebrow look. So that's the look I'm going to be going with today, instead of like doing the classic Disney Snow White look. Which, by the way, that look is, by the way, if you do want to do the classic Disney look, all you gotta do is just swap out the lip color that we're going to be doing later on with a red color. Alright, now that your eyebrows are done, if you want to shape them a little bit and let them be a little more defined than they already are, you're just going to be using the same concealer we were using earlier, just give them a little more shape. Okay, whether that did something for you or not, I know my eyebrows look completely different. Like, this one's a little more extended than this one is. Don't worry, like Michelle Phan says, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So they're just going to be a little different on occasion. I'm just going to take my spoolie brush just to like even things out a little more and blend in the colors. Now that your eyebrows are done, we are going to be moving on to the rest of our eyes. Now, I am using my e.l.f. eyeshadow palette in my natural shades, just because it's e.l.f. Some, even though they have pretty good eyeshadows, there are some that feel a little rough on, on more sensitive eyes. Since I do have sensitive eyes, I've invested, well, not really invested, I got myself this e.l.f. mineral eyeshadow primer, and it really, even though it looks liquid, it does go on like a mineral base, and it's great. Moving on, I'm going into the eyeshadow palette. I'm just going to be using the sponge brush it comes with, and I'm going to be selecting this light shade right here. I'm going to get as much of that as I possibly can. And I'm just going to go all over. I'm going to focus more on my inner eye and on just above here, right here. Now that we have some of the highlighting done, we're going to move on to some other shades. The next shade I'm going to be using will be this shade right here. We're going to focus that more right along here. And slightly into the crease. As for the next shade of our eyeshadow kit, I'm going to be using the shade right here, and I'm going to focus this more into the crease. Now that we have our eyeshadows completed, I'm going to be moving on to the eyeliner. L'Oreal Carbon Black Telescopic liquid eyeliner is for the sensitive eye. So we're going to focus this more on the outer corners at the ends of our eyelids, or just above our lashes. Now that your upper corners are completed, we're going to be moving on to like our standard black eyeliner, which is Maybelline Define a Line. We're going to be using this on our lower lashes, and we're going to be using this Rimmel Soft Kohl white eyeliner on our waterline and above the black eyeliner that above the liquid eyeliner we just put on. We're just going to let it dry real quick. Meantime, we're going to work on the waterline. Now make sure your kohl brush is completely clean of any other colors. Alright, whether or not you guys can tell, my eyes are starting to pop slightly, and we are going to move on to our bottom lashes with the black eyeliner. Now we're going to smudge in our lower lashes our lower lash eyeliner slightly, just to give it a slightly more of smoldering look. And this is how your eyes should be looking at the moment. Now we're going to, just for a little more pop and dimension and a little more of a theatrical look, we are now going to go over our top eyeliner with this white eyeliner. Now I'll take this slowly since, you don't want to ruin your liquid eyeliner and have to put it on all over again. So just kind of go in small little strokes with this. And constantly clean your white eyeliner as you're going along. And you don't want to go too far out. Like, you want to stay within the lid. Don't go out to your outer corners. Just because your outer corners are supposed to be a little darker, just with shadowing, basic stuff like that. Now it's time to put on my favorite part. As many of you might know, I love fake eyelashes, and I recently got these. They work really well. These are my Ardell. I think they were glamorous eyelashes. They were either the glamorous or they're the really extreme kind. I forget. Now we're going to be using this. Now we're going to be using this with my Kiss eyelash glue, which comes with an applicator, so it makes the process way easier. Okay, now that I have my fake eyelashes on, I'm going to be blending them in with my actual eyelashes with my Maybelline Falsies Volume Express mascara. Now, the problem about this is like it's really clumpy, but it's a little bendable. So it has room to like do what you gotta do. So usually like, with all the like little extra clumpiness, I just kind of like get as much of the excess off as I can on the top, which is why it looks like heck. We're gonna let our lashes dry off first, and we're going to work on our lips. Now for this look, I'm going to be doing a nice, soft, natural, pinky look. So I am using my Maybelline lipstick in the shade 500. It'll be a nice light pink. It is called Pink Sand. And now to kind of top it off to give a nice glossy look, I'm going to be using this Superstay 24 color by Rimmel in the shade, that doesn't really give you a shade now, does it? It'll be like this nice light pink. And now I'm just going to kind of like smooth it out with my lip brush. And voila, you're done. Yay! Sorry about my high hair. It's royalty, bitch. So yeah, please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, and Facebook. All are in the description below. And I am going to be posting a picture of the inspiration of this look on my Facebook and on my Facebook, because my Twitter isn't letting me post pictures for some reason, but it is letting me post videos. And you can see where I got this look from. You can be the judge of, if I nailed it or not. Hope so. So yeah, do that thing, that subscribing thing. That'd be nice.